Welcome to this lesson on the distributive law. In this lesson, we will multiply a binomial by a monomial, handle variables, powers, and negative signs, and expand and simplify multiple terms. By the end of this session, you will be able to confidently expand algebraic brackets and simplify the resulting expressions, which is a core skill for your IGCSE exams. The distributive law allows us to multiply a single term, which we call a monomial, by a sum or difference inside a bracket, known as a binomial. The general formula is a times open bracket b plus c close bracket equals ab plus a c. Think of it as the term outside the bracket being distributed to every term inside. Let's see how this works with different types of multipliers. Let's start with the simplest case, where the monomial outside the bracket is just a single number. Suppose we have the expression 3, open bracket, x plus 5. To expand this, we multiply the 3 by each term inside the bracket. First, 3 times x, and then 3 times positive 5. This gives us 3x plus 15. Notice how the 3 is shared across both parts of the binomial. It is a common mistake to only multiply the first term, so always remember to distribute it to the second term as well. Now, let's look at what happens when the term outside the bracket is a variable, like x. Consider the expression x open bracket x plus 4. Just like before, we distribute the x to both terms inside. First, we multiply x by x. When we multiply a variable by itself, we get that variable squared. This is a very important rule in algebra. Then, we multiply x by 4, which gives us 4x, so the expanded form is x squared plus 4x. If you think of this geometrically, we are finding the area of a rectangle with a width of x and a total length of x plus 4. The area is the sum of the two smaller parts, x squared and 4x. What happens when we combine a number and a variable outside the bracket? Let's take it a step further. Consider this example, 2x, open bracket, 3x plus 7. When we multiply the first terms, we multiply the numbers and variables separately. 2 times 3 is 6, and x times x is x squared. So the first term of our expansion is 6x squared. Next, we multiply 2x by 7. 2 times 7 is 14, and we keep the x. The final result is 6x squared plus 14x. Notice how we now have a power of 2. In IGCSE problems, always look out for these indices when multiplying variables together. Negative values are one of the most common places where students lose marks. You must pay close attention to the sign of the term outside the bracket. Let's look at this expression, negative 4, open bracket, y minus 3. When we distribute, we treat the negative sign as part of the number. Negative 4 times y gives us negative 4y. Now be very careful here. We are multiplying negative 4 by negative 3. Remember the rule, a negative times a negative equals a positive. So the final expansion is negative 4y plus 12. A common mistake is to write minus 12. Always double check your signs. If you have a negative outside and a subtraction inside, that second term will become positive. In your exams, you will often face problems where you have to expand more than one set of brackets and then collect like terms to simplify the final answer. Let's try this 1-5, open bracket, x plus 2, open bracket, x minus 4. First, we expand the first bracket. 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 2 is 10. Next, we expand the second bracket. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Now, we write the whole expression together. To simplify, we group the like terms. Let's look at the x terms. 5x plus 2x gives us 7x. Then the numbers, 10 minus 8 gives us positive 2. The fully simplified answer is 7x plus 2. Always ensure you only combine terms that are like each other. You cannot add 7x and 2 together to get 9x, because they are different types of terms. For our final challenge, let's look at a more complex example involving variables, powers, and a negative sign between the two brackets. This is a classic IGCSE style question. We need to expand and simplify. 3x times x plus 4 minus x times 2x minus 5. Let's break this down into two parts. First, expand the left side. 3x times x gives 3x squared, and 3x times 4 gives 12x. Now, for the second part, treat the minus sign as part of the term being distributed. We are distributing negative x. Negative x times 2x is negative 2x squared. Negative x times negative 5 is positive 5x. Now, combine everything. 3x squared plus 12x minus 2x squared plus 5x. Group the like terms together. 3x squared minus 2x squared leaves us with 1x squared, which we just write as x squared. 12x plus 5x gives us 17x. Let's check our work. Distributed correctly? Yes. Multiplied signs correctly? Yes. Collected like terms? Yes. Take your time with the signs in the middle of these expressions. That is where most mistakes happen. To wrap up, let's review the key steps we have covered today. First, multiply the monomial by every term in the binomial. Next, watch your signs. A negative outside changes the signs inside. Then use index laws. X times x is x squared. Finally, collect like terms only after all brackets are gone. We have seen how to handle numerical constants, variables and combinations of both. We also tackled the tricky negative signs and the process of simplifying multiple brackets. Remember, once you have expanded, always check if you can simplify further by collecting like terms. Keep x squared terms and x terms separate, as they are not the same. The best way to master this is through practice. Try expanding expressions with different combinations of negatives and powers until it becomes second nature. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your IGCSE revision.